It is time to make awesome stickers using the Liene PixCut S1. So let's get cracking. So we've got the Liene PixCut S1 photo sticker printer and cutter. It's time to see just what's in the box. If we check the box, of course it mentions how to load the paper, but this is also where our ink cartridge and the white sticker paper is as well. And of course, the printer. Step one is to remove the package materials. They make it nice and clear by having this blue tape. Out comes that part. And that'll be the tray where we add the paper. Next up, we install the ink cartridge. Simply open the door and insert it until the lock is in place. Two kinds of paper and the ink cartridge. As we saw in the picture, open that door. That's what it looks like inside. You can see there's the locking mechanism. You'll notice this is the thin side and this is where it stops. And it has to go this way. So it fits in there super easy. If you're trying to stuff it in, you're going the wrong way. And snap to lock. Once we close that, we add the paper. We've got that already from the back. All right, I want to make a sticker. So I'm grabbing the sticker paper. This is the 4x7, not the 4x6. And then we slide it in down on the bottom. And now we can grab the Liene photo app and add it to our phone. It's as easy as scanning the QR code. Choose and get. Double click to install. I'm going to choose allow. Of course, you got to put your region and choose how you're going to log in. Once you get yours signed in, choose add printer. Once you get yours signed in, choose add printer. I've got the PixCut S1. Of course, I already powered it on. I am going to allow. All right, we've got it powered on and blinking. There it was. I'm going to shut off Bluetooth and turn it back on. And there is the PixCut. Bang! It's connected. And boom, we're in. And let me walk you through how the app works. I'm going to start with a brand new canvas. I'm doing it for 4x7. I'm going to create new. Of course, there are tons of templates, styles. You can go through and find all sorts of things that are already ready to print. Like I said, though, I want to create new and I want to use my logo. I already did upload. Here is my HLModTech logo. I'm going to bring it in. And then I want to use just a small area over here. And I'm going to add some text. All sorts of elements down here. Of course, this is text. I'm going to put let's get and cracking. Exclamation point. Hit the check mark. I'm going to move it closer to the area. Notice it does scale in there. If you make a mistake, you can do undo. automatically can line it up. Did you see that blue line where it picks where center is? That's kind of nifty. I'm going to go to fonts. You've got lots to pick from. I'm going to go down here and use this one right here. I like how that turns out. I'm going to move it closer. You can pinch, stretch, hit X on that. I'm going to go to formatting. Of course, I do want it centered. Once again, I got that awesome line that lets me match it up. If we slide across, you can also do spacing. This is awesome because you can space the letters, but also you can space the lines. This is how we get Let's Get Cracking to make sure it's connected when it gets cut out. Nudge that up. Now I want to group these together, so check it out. I can hit multi-select. I just tap one, multi-select. I've got them both. I'm going to tell it done. And then I want to group those. Now I'm going to hit duplicate or copy. So I've got two of them. And let's space these all over my page. Oh, you can line them up real easy with those lines. I'm even going to group these. So if I do the multi-select again, I'm going to grab both of those. Done. Copy. Move the sticker down below. And let's see if I can get one more on this page. Once again, copy and move it down. Slide my screen around to see if it fits. That accidentally scaled, which is not good. I'm going to close this window so we can see better. And yeah, I'm going to be able to fit 6 of these on a single page. You can see here that that's the total 6 inches. And now I can simply hit make it. I do need to fire up the printer. Notice it stated that it was offline. The text is going to follow the letters, but it's going to do squares around the HLModTech. I'm going to stay with that for this version. Notice it's still squawking that I'm not connected. I'm going to just go to the print queue. I'll hit connect printer again. We have connected. It is transmitting. And now it's printing. All right, so this took a total of 2 minutes and 38 seconds. I'm using video editing so I can speed it up, but just show you how the system works. It prints 3 separate colors, and then it laminates it before it spits it out the front, and then it pulls it back in so that it can cut out each separate sticker. And there you go. In just a few minutes, HLModTech Let's Get Cracking stickers. How cool is that? Now, of course, you can tell version 1 already found a home. So let's wrap up quickly. The first thing I want to mention is I love how easy it was to set up the Liene PixCut S1. Out of the box, plugged in, paper added, ink added, and bang, you are ready to grab the app and start creating. Now, I created it on my phone. Of course, they're small, but I was able to make that work. If you get an iPad, that would make it a little easier. I just chose to work on my phone and found it quite easy. Now, there is no desktop app, so you are going to be limited to working with an iPad, phone, or a tablet. Whatever you choose, I did find the controls so intuitive. As you can see, I had that design up and being printed in minutes. There is an AI mode in the app. Make sure you stay tuned. I'll be exploring that at a later date. I also did not create any photos because I'm really not much of a photo guy, but stay tuned. I'll fiddle with that sometime as well. Of course, I would love to hear your comments about the Liene PixCut S1 in the comments down below. Also, make sure you check the description for links. I do want to quickly say thank you to everybody that supports me via YouTube memberships. Don't forget there are 3 different levels of support starting as low as $5 a month. With any level of support, you get early access to videos. Make sure you also pay attention to those members-only posts. A massive shout out as well to everybody that supports me via Patreon. Love how that group is growing. We're way past 500 members. It has a fantastic free messaging area. You can ask questions, post designs, gain skills. Of course, you can learn more with the bit.ly up above or the link in the description. Finally, friends, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget, every time you like, hype, share a video, add a comment down below, or click subscribe, you're helping HLModTech get just a little bigger, which absolutely makes my day. Friends, have a glorious day, and keep tinkering.